Alrighty, here we go. This is session 68 of Forbidden Lands. So yeah, we are moving right along here. Last time, you guys made your way out of the volcano after successfully retrieving the dragon slaying hammer. Had a few issues getting out. Nearly losing Desi to the lava.
I thought she
Still a
was
dice
gone.
game, right?
Yeah, that was bad.
And decided rather than heading back home, you were gonna, since you were relatively close to the Dragon's Den, you were gonna make your way there to continue along your plan of slaying the dragon and using its bones to craft some sort of demon slaying weapon. Which, as far as plans go, isn't a bad plan.
I mean, the doors are going to help, hopefully.
Well,
Hopefully.
not with the dragon, but they will help with the forging.
Right.
You've encountered some traveling actors who shared your camp for an evening. There was some debate as to whether or not you should kill the elf to get her ruby. But
Oh, there was no debate. Not happening. No.
Most of us weren't part of that.
I was going to say, that was not a party debate.
no.
No.
But you did send them on their way to your village to Eldham, where they can hopefully find an audience, because it seems like they are just like hapless wanderers without a lot of real world skills or survivability. They seem to somehow get by just on luck.
It's kind of how I do it.
Luck and a bodyguard.
God protects fools, drunks, and small children. I've been all three.
I'm God now? Yeesh. Careful. I'll have an ego the size of Trusteus's.
I was metagaming there.
But you continued traveling north into uncharted territory, and encountered an ogre who seemed somewhat despondent, perhaps. Apparently, something had happened. He'd been cursed and had lost his sense of rhythm, which apparently, unbeknownst to you guys up till now, is actually a thing in ogre society. They love to sing and carry on. But rather than attacking the ogre, you guys actually talked to him and assisted him in getting his mojo back.
How the ogre got his groove back.
That's right. But it did provide you with some insights into ogre culture, for lack of a better term, because his song was loud and boisterous, like a combination of like death metal and throat singing. But he seemed to enjoy it. And when he did sing out, there were like echoing from some distance off, echoing songs indicating that there are other ogres in these woods. Whether they are as friendly as this particular gentleman was or not remains to be seen, but it's something for you to be aware of. Other than that, I think that's where we left off. It is getting into afternoon, and you guys can decide what you would like to do. Okatai will be here as soon as he gets his Discord sorted.
Are we beginning or end of afternoon?
It is like beginning of afternoon.
So typically we travel, camp, travel in the morning, kind of deal.
Yep, and as far as I know, you guys have actually gotten on proper sleep schedules. Except for poor Okatai, who can't sleep.
Yeah. Yes, we had just headed out northwest when we ran into the ogre with the woodsman.
Yeah, I imagine we'll just keep going.
Yeah. We've got distance to make.
What direction are you heading?
Northwest.
Pretty sure.
Right. And somebody can give me, whoever is leading the way can give me a scouting roll. Normally it's Okatai, but Okatai is very, very tired and grumpy.
I got a 4.
Am I scouting?
Probably best you than me. I think I have a 4 as well.
Same.
Yeah, if you beat 4, then yes, you're scouting.
I mean, I usually scout and he leads the way. Actually, I can't do anything. My empathy's broken.
That's
I
wits.
collapsed at the end of the game, remember?
Yep. But Caldy currently can't focus enough to make any skill rolls.
Okay, well, I can do it, or Anita can do it. We're both 4.
Go for it.
Thanks.
I don't want to test my dice just yet. I'm going to let them relax.
All right. So Ryzen is scouting. Who is leading the way? That is a survival roll.
Does it work now?
Oh,
I can hear you.
Survival's
Yep.
four as well.
Oh,
There.
okay.
We can hear who's ever in the background at your place too.
That's why I muted myself. It's not gonna stay for long.
Survival for me is 3 days.
Yeah, because it's tied. Oh no, never mind. It's not tied to your empathy.
My survival was actually better by 1.
I'll try the survival. I'll knock on wood first. Yeah, that's about what I expected. Fuck. So what's the bad thing that happens if I fail a survival roll?
I roll on a mishap table.
Shit.
Izzy, put that mushroom down.
But it's so pretty and brightly colored. I'll push it. Oof. That's only 1 damage. Of course, that takes me down to 2 wits. So
All right. So after a couple of false starts, Desi finally picks a path, and the party starts heading out. Ryzen's kind of keeping his eyes open. Caldy's basically, like with zero empathy, Caldy's basically just in a foul mood.
And the horse you rode in on.
Rah, Grandpa. Wait, I'm old too.
Shaking my fist at clouds.
Have a refreshing glass of turnip juice.
But Ryzen, as you're perhaps begrudgingly pushed to the forefront to scout ahead, you're making pretty good time. The path through the forest it's not easy travel, but it's not overly difficult. But your nostrils catch the smell of smoke, of wood smoke. And then as you're just kind of like stopping for a second, kind of taking in your surroundings, you see in like a small clearing in the forest, a bush that's probably about shoulder high to you, that seems to be burning with like a bluish flame. And it is not like the flames don't seem to be like catching any of the other nearby foliage on fire or anything of that nature. It just seems to be the one bush in this tiny little clearing. The clearing itself is maybe 10 feet across.
Can I do a lore check to see if this is magical or if there's something significant about a blue flame?
Absolutely, you can.
I'm not going to push. I'm not going to take a
Nothing comes immediately to mind.
Hey guys, doesn't that look kind of weird over there? When I point to the bluish thing that's not catching anything else on fire.
What's that?
It's a burning bush, but it's not catching anything else. That's weird. Plus, I'm not sure about blue flames.
I'm not sure about burning bushes.
I'm not sure if it's one of mine or one of Okatai's, but
It's not one of mine. I know that much.
can
No, I
the
didn't
rest of
know.
the lore folks roll too, Chris?
Sure.
Can any of the folks who have lore roll?
Yep.
I mean, I'll
Except me.
undoubtedly fail it, but
Except for Caldy.
I
try
suppose
to.
I'm not trained in lore. Ouch.
Trustius and Oktai kind of take a look at this. I mean, you guys are still like standing a fair distance back. You haven't entered into the actual little clearing itself or anything. Just kind of watching this, and kind of comes to mind almost at the same time for both of you. That there are tales, kind of tales that you've heard in your youth, or long ago for Trustius. That occasionally there are some nature gods long since forgotten to history, no longer actively worshipped, who would occasionally present themselves in the form of like burning bushes or burning carcasses. But if this is such a thing, nobody has worshipped it in hundreds of years, maybe more.
So one of yours, Okatai.
Yeah, it feels like it.
Should we try to speak with it, or should I try to eat it?
I think I'd like to try to speak with it. I'm just a bit tired, so I hope it's gonna go well.
You think you can fix Caldy before you go get immolated by a bush?
Oh,
Can't I do that just by sleeping?
just so he's awake in case I need advice.
Or perhaps so he can run himself instead of us carrying him.
Yeah, fair. Let me get his head straight. I'm gonna save cast Cleanse Spirit on Colby.
Okay. Okay, so Okatai's healing magic flows out of him, Cody. You start to go like, oh, maybe this isn't so bad. I mean, the sky's blue, and birds are chirping. Oh, look, that bush is burning, and you kind of pull yourself out of your own head and regain three empathy.
The sight of that lovely burning bush.
Oh, well, yeah. That's a cool bush. He's fascinated by the bush, especially since he's magic now. I mean, he knows two schools of magic, so he's even better at this than Trustius. So can he make a lore roll?
Sure. The same sort of thing. Definitely, at least reminiscent of very, very old nature gods who would manifest in this form before they're believers.
I kind of Go up to it and my hand to the ear and kind of, is anybody in there? Hello? Hello? Is this thing on?
All right. So as you start to approach it, when you walk into the clearing, I need you to give me an insight roll.
Sure, since I figure out where insight is. That's under wits, right?
Yep.
I'm really good at this. Watch me blow it. Nope, I did okay.
Right. So as you walk forward, you feel this definitely a presence, but it's kind of like welcoming and warm, kind of like the way like the first beams of sunlight and like when the sun starts to get its warmth in spring, and you like feel that first like beam of sunlight in the morning, and it go like, oh, spring is here, it's warm. You gain a point of willpower.
Wow. Except I'm maxed out, so that's sad.
Yep. But it feels warm and comforting, and you're pretty sure that sleeping here would probably help to refresh you.
All right, so, guys, I think this is set up place. This is a good place.
Mind if I pay my respect before we set up?
I insist.
By a burning bush?
It's
Yeah,
More of a-
it's like a temple type thing. This is the place we need to be.
Oh, kind of like that grove thing with the table.
Yeah.
You got it.
A while ago. Okay. Gotcha. Sure, I mean, it's not like we're in a hurry or anything.
I knew you'd see that.
Yeah. I just want you to stop being an ass, because usually I can put up with you, and today I just don't have the patience for it.
Caldy gets all grumpy again. His feelings are hurt.
Okatai is gonna get closer and try to, like, from his belief, try to pay respect to this manifestation.
Okadai can also give me an insight roll.
Not gonna be easy because my mind is broken, but not broken, just sleepy.
Zero successes, but no banes.
Could you push that for me?
Still zero successes.
Well, is that I don't know. Yeah, it's not challenging me
Nope.
because I lost my pride about nature. So my new pride does not apply here. I'm just gonna go through the motion, trying to pay respect.
Oh, that's so bad. All right. So Okatai, you approach this thing and you kind of try to reach out to it, and the flames start to glow hotter and hotter. And your mind is assailed with visions of your past, the things that you have seen, the things that you have done, the reasons why you got kicked out of your tribe, and you feel like you're being judged. I need you to make an endurance roll.
Okay.
Ooh, me next.
2 successes. All right. So as these visions assail you, and you feel very strongly you're being judged, and you guys can see this bush is like burning brighter and brighter, and the flames are going from kind of a like the you know the kind of the refreshing blue heat to like a dark angry like almost purplish navy flame.
Maybe we shouldn't camp here.
Okatai, you feel your heart stop, and you like drop to your knees, and are not moving.
What?
Okta?
I'll run over and check on him. I have help.
Okta?
Am I fully paralyzed?
No, you just suffered a massive heart attack.
I'll give him
Jesus.
CPR.
Give me a medicine roll.
Healing, you mean?
Healing, yep. Right. So you guys see Okatai kind of like stumble and stop and then drop. And Kaldi rushes right over. Starts like, oh my god. And it does take actual CPR to basically get him. Okatai, you are broken from all of your attributes.
Jesus.
I guess we are sleeping here.
Had you not succeeded on that endurance roll, you would have died.
Okay, I want to try this. See, Caldy isn't really... He's not guilty of what he did. He framed himself to come here. So...
But yes, after like, a couple of minutes of like kind of frantic medicine from Caldy, Okatai does take a breath in, but he is very unconscious.
If I pull this off, this is a great way to change my motivation that I wanted to do. I've been wanting to do for a while. Since my pride, or whatever you call it.
You can change
Like a storyline reason to do it.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, why did the flames change color?
It judged them.
It judged Okatai. And found
If
him
Justice
wanting.
has taken a few steps back away from the flame.
I'm going right towards it. I want to go next.
Desi's gonna pull Okatai back away from this apparently deadly bush.
Desi, when you step into the clearing, give me an insight roll.
Oh, god damn it. I wasn't that I'm not that close.
You need to get that close to go get Okatai.
Desi goes forward, Justice goes back.
Yeah.
Again, you feel a sense of peace, a sense of welcoming. You gain a willpower.
I can't. I'm already at 10.
I know. That's
I
rude,
fucked
eh?
up colossally. My dice were trying to kill me last game. I have 10 willpower now. So, yeah, that kind of sucks. The fuck? She feels peaceful.
Sorry, Okatai fell unconscious.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he like died for a minute. Well, that's not a feeling she's used to. Desi will like stop midway toward reaching for Okatai and get just this really confused look on her face. Like really like why is someone stripping off their armor in the middle of a battle kind of confused look on her face. And then she'll slowly kind of like grip Okatai under his arms and pull him away from this burning bush.
Okay. Yep, you pull him away, no problem. Caldy, basically, since you approached it first and it did not judge you, you feel that warm, welcoming feeling when you're around the bush.
All right. I am probably going to use this whole warm feeling and the interaction with whatever the cell this is to change my pride anyway, just to give it a storyline reason.
Sure.
But let me work out the pride first.
But yes.
We don't know which god or anything like that this is, right?
No, name is long since lost to history. But yes, Okatai gets dragged out. He is very unconscious.
But still breathing.
But breathing now.
Desi will look at Trestius and Ryzen. You want to set up camp?
Sure.
I think we
What's
should set up
happening?
camp because we can't carry him around, right?
Ryzen might be able to get him up.
You want me to carry Okatai? I'm not strong. What are you talking about?
No, he
I
wants
would
you to
like you
sling him awake.
sing.
Sorry, keep somebody awake?
Yeah,
Oh,
do
boy.
your little song and dance thing.
Yeah, I can do my dance thing, sure.
Desi will just kind of prop Okatai up against her leg. Just kind of hold him upright-ish. The seated position.
What happened when you went in? Desi?
Nothing. I mean, it felt weird. But
Strange that a forest god would attack a druid.
yeah, I didn't get that at all.
And it hasn't harmed Culty either.
That's weird.
We'll ask Okatai once Ryzen's done his interpretive dance, I think he calls it.
I don't know. I try not to pay attention.
Hey, Desi, what do you think of this move?
Nope. Nope, not looking. Mm-mm.
Right.
You do what you have to. This is for Okatai's benefit, not mine.
I'm not sure if it needs more thrusting or not.
You thrust your pelvis. You thrust your pelvis. Nobody watched Duckman?
Not in a long time, but I'm going to incorporate
There's-
that.
There's something I had tried to forget.
All right, so Ryzen, you can either use your talent to heal him, or because he's broken, you can make a performance roll to give him back either wits or empathy
I'll do performance first.
for interpretive dance.
Broken in 4 stats, so I'm probably gonna need like 2 menacing rolls and 2 performance rolls just to get me back on foot.
So that will give back either 2 points of wits or 2 points of empathy. Ryzen's choice.
Which one is he down?
He's down everything.
Oh, empathy.
Okay. Right. So Okatai kind of like starts to come to the side of this.
Thrusting halfling.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh, I need to do this next week for session 69.
Nothing. No, Jesus. Nothing makes you reconsider your life choices like a thrusting Ryzen.
But it does get you back 2 points of empathy, and you can interact. You just can't make any die rolls.
You've looked better.
That was something. A hard sight to fall asleep to, and a hard sight to wake up to. Thanks, Resin. Ow.
Oh, my pleasure. Haven't had a good thrusting in a while.
Desi just hangs her head, shakes her head.
I think I'm gonna need a break.
It seems the forest god is not your fan.
Well, it looked into my art, saw a couple of my failing, let's say, and decided needed to be judged a bit.
Interesting.
Don't know on which god I've angered, but I offered to pay my due and took the offer.
And then some. Did not react the same to Desi
Well,
or Caldy.
It showed me my path, the wrong turn it took. I assume he watched over something I crossed. Probably Desi and Caldy strayed far from that kind of sin. And they found a friend in him. But
Didn't like you, I assure you, it's not going to like me.
Doesn't make any
but
sense that it would like me, so.
Perhaps it's the type of sin.
yeah, lots of the god of nature are expecting one thing, and if you cross that one thing, they're gonna get very angry. But if you're good with that one thing, whatever else you did, always won't care.
I don't think there's ever been a god happy with me ever.
How many gods
So-
have you run into?
Hmm.
If it's more than one, you can explain while we make camp away from this fire.
I don't know. Are we calling the weird tower princess thing a god?
No.
Okay. I don't know. The last time we were in a grove thing like this, I didn't feel anything.
There's not much I can do about the flame without getting close.
Do gods like this kind of? Do they?
I mean, if you've been judged and he found you friendly, I don't think you have anything to fear from it.
That's what I was wondering. Like, is it gonna judge me twice?
I don't think so. I personally won't go back there, though.
Yeah, that's for the best.
Regardless, we're not going to be able to travel any further. Okadai can hardly stand.
Mm-hmm.
I felt my heart stop in my chest. And it's been 4 days since I've been able to sleep, and I feel bad enough that I think that if I just let it take me, I'll be able to rest a bit.
Did you
So,
see hell?
no, I did not.
Interesting.
I saw everything I did wrong, ever, but I didn't see hell.
Perhaps it takes him a while to show up.
Saw the face of everybody who died because of me, that I swore to protect, but not specifically hell.
If you saw the hell that I did, you'd remember.
Maybe hell is not the same for all of us, but I don't think it was. It was just judgment.
Wait, you got that from walking into the clearing?
Apparently, walking into the clearing causes the bush to do some sort of judgment. So far, Desi and Caldy seem to have passed.
How? I don't know.
Well, every supposed higher being in power or magic sword has their own ethos and beliefs, so who knows?
Okatai plucked the flower wrong, and I wasn't judged because I've never picked a flower.
Yeah, who knows?
Maybe it's a god of Wolfkin, and I've been responsible for Wolfkin debt, and you have not. Well, not in the way I did.
I
know.
don't think I have killed a wolfkin, actually.
I didn't mean to, but I know I have some debt to account for. And the accounting was pretty harsh.
I'm not going anywhere near that bush.
Yeah.
Come on, Okatai, let's get you set up.
All right. So as we segue into evening, and there is, I mean, the hexes are big enough that you don't need to camp on top of the bush. But I do need a survival roll from whoever is setting up the camp. And everybody else can decide what they're going to do during the evening.
Why don't I set up the camp for a change? And wait, I have to sleep for the evening, right, to keep our schedule.
Yeah. I got 3 dice for setting up camp.
I have 8, but I'm supposed to keep guard at night. Unless we want to change the shifts again and I sleep in the morning.
Oh, camp is with survival. I have no dice right now. Cannot help.
Yeah, it is survival. You guys do have a tent, so that's a +2.
Well, I've got a 5 survival without the 10.
There you go.
There, perfect. And I'll sleep.
Okay.
What would Desi and Trustius like to do?
I'll keep watch. I mean, not very well right now, because I've taken wits damage, but I'll pretend I'm keeping watch.
And I need an endurance roll from Caldy since there is no camp.
I'm going to use my
I thought I just did the roll for
my
that.
sleeping bag, of course.
Yep, but Caldy's sleeping while you're setting up the camp.
Ah, okay.
He's good as fur.
I will guess I will push. There we go.
And I need a scouting roll from Desi. And,
First I thought that was 3 strength damage.
And
I
what
see.
is Trustius doing in the evening?
He's going to rest.
Okay. Interesting. All right. Horizon is, you've seen Okatai put the camp up enough times to know what to look for, to make sure you don't set your tents on like any ant hills, and make sure you're near like some potable water, and make sure the latrine is positioned properly so you don't taint your water supply and all that sort of fun things. Not a problem at all. Caldi gets some sleep. Tresius is resting. So when you rest, you can recover attributes and spend XP if you like.
Yeah, I want to pick up for 2.
Okay. Desi. Desi is on watch.
What? Yeah. Yeah, for all the good it's doing.
And that's you're like going like, huh, what a quiet, peaceful evening. Nothing untoward. I could get used to this. And then something not terribly heavy, definitely solid, bounces off your helmet.
Ah, fuck.
And when you look, there is a dead bird with like gray speckled wings outstretched.
Fuck?
The cause of death is a fairly thick iron arrow with blue fletching that has basically pierced its chest.
Oh, that's not good. Desi's going to kind of reach over and pick it up by the arrow and stand up.
When you do, you can see that there is a tiny metal capsule attached to one of its talons.
I'll kind of poke at it.
Okay. It's like a little capsule. You've probably seen these before since Okatai built a dovecot in your village.
Okay. Yeah, she'll see if she can like pick it open with a fingernail.
Oh yeah, it opens easily. There's a little rolled up piece of paper in it.
Huh. She'll unroll it.
Inside is a piece of like a small piece of parchment, basically covered in very, very minute letters. Which
She'll look around.
I will post to the Discord.
Okay. Trying to think if I've ever said that Desi can or can't read.
Can't read that.
I mean, it does look awfully tiny. Yeah. I'm actually doing a Control F on my notes to see if I've ever made a note. Oh, apparently I can. Yeah, because back when I lost my hearing and the interpretive dance began, Desi did tell people that she could read.
So it is a string of letters.
What the fuck? That's weird.
Oh, I think I got it. Man, that's hard to translate.
I mean, yeah, it's a cipher, obviously, but Desi isn't that smart. Trustius?
Justice is currently resting.
Ah, shit. Who's resting right now? Trustius and Caldi?
Yeah, Okatai is,
Resting, obviously, because he just kind of fell over.
well, he's functional, and Ryzen is busy setting up the camp.
Yeah. Oh. Huh. Okay. That's weird. She'll roll the paper back up, stick it in her pouch, and look around and try to see who shot this thing out of the air.
Okay, I think I figured it out. I'm going to text Chris what I think it is.
I'm guessing it's just a replacement cipher.
I need to think. I need to think about it more. I like actually doing. These are like some of the puzzles I like doing in my puzzle books.
Yeah, I got it. I know. It took me a while to figure it out, but I've got it. Chris, I'll send you in a personal text.
Okay. That was quick.
Yeah, Google was my friend.
I do appreciate that the encounter says, if the players are having trouble with this, let them make rolls. But I'm like, no, I'm just post it. So yes.
What kind of geeks have trouble with this cipher?
I can't share what it is because I'm asleep.
That's true.
So Desi, you probably like just kind of puzzle over this and, hunt around for whoever shot this bird. There's no sign of anyone. Although you can give me another scouting roll.
Sorry. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Desi's never been good at scouting.
No.
And
no
she's
sign of
definitely
anyone.
not better at it today. Trying to think if I've seen iron arrows before.
Trustius has a bunch.
Does he? I thought his were usually wood.
They're listed as iron arrows because they have iron heads. This is an
okay.
actual iron arrow, though.
Yeah. Well, that would be much different than Trustius's then.
Yep.
Yeah, the arrow she'll just kind of play with, like flicking it back and forth between her fingers as she's looking around, seeing nothing. And she'll just kind of prowl around the campsite while she waits for everyone to wake up or get finished.
Okay. That will take us to nighttime. Trustius and Caldi can both hit the rest buttons.
Yay. Can I read the note?
Wakey.
What?
So dead bird fell on my head. Don't ask.
It's been a while since you showered or something? What's going on?
Fuck you.
Is there more to the story?
Yeah, and he was just having a coughing fit.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry. Ow, fuck, that hurt. No, something shot it with this. She'll hold the arrow. Then I flick it between her fingers again. And it had this attached to the bird, not the arrow. And she'll pull the note out and give it to him.
Ollie looks at it and he'll say like, "Oh, I know what this is," and he'll grab a parchment paper or a piece of scroll and his pen, and it's like just starts comparing letters and gradually works it out. Dear sister, the blue flame has awakened. Beware its wrath. Brother Knight. Well, I guess the blue flame awoke. Who's Brother Knight and his sister?
The Death Knights, maybe?
How's night? Is night like darkness, or is night like fighter?
Like darkness. Like darkness. Like as in he
Oh.
points to the stars.
Yeah, the only brother sister. No.
So they were
two
man and
sisters.
wife.
Yeah, they were man and wife, and then the other one that we kind of wandered into was two sisters. I mean, we met one of them, but
Chris, is this an elven arrow?
It does not appear to be, no.
I don't think we've run into any siblings like that.
I managed to fall unconscious.
Very, very briefly.
Okay.
Sadly, not enough to get rid of your sleepy. They keep
Sleepy's so bad.
they keep propping you up with magic.
The only sister we met. Sorry, if I'm still awake, then I'm gonna say. The only sister we met was the necromancer woman with the carriage. She talked about a sister.
Yeah, but
I
it was two sisters. There hasn't been a brother.
Oh, no. Sorry, I'm mixed. Everything is strange.
And either this particular person is very poor with his bow, or he meant to drop this message on our camp.
No. The bird had the message on its leg, the same way Okutai's messenger birds do.
Oh, I see.
Somebody shot it out of the air.
Ooh.
That's where the arrow came from. I didn't see who. And I haven't seen an arrow like this before. So either somebody was hunting and saw me pick up their next meal and decided against it, which is weird because they've got iron arrows. You'd think they'd just put one in me. Or they just cared about stopping the message from going wherever it was going and didn't care what happened to the bird after. Right?
You seem to know something about the flame.
Yeah, which means they could probably see us. Which means that either they're it means that there are two people on opposing sides fairly close to us. One who wanted to get the message out to their sister, one who did not want that message getting out. Or somebody is hooked to it magically somehow and wanted to get the message out, and they just... whoever didn't want that message going just happened to get it while it was here. Which seems kind of strained to me.
The odds of someone shooting a bird and it happening to land in the midst of our camp is low, but not zero.
And this close to the weird bush thing. Like, if you were going to send a message from Hythe, you wouldn't expect the bird to go over the bush you're talking about.
I suppose the bird wouldn't remember where it came from. I don't know. Can you speak with the bird, Okatai?
The bird's dead.
Well, that's just an inconvenience.
Good if I'd managed to sleep a bit, but right now, I don't think you could string anything.
Your birds remember where home is. Because they keep coming back, right? So.
Yep. He would know his way back home.
And that's really all we need. Right?
Yep. I couldn't speak with it right now because I can't think and function, but.
And it's dead.
But should it be able to speak? I could.
So your dead bird couldn't talk to it?
Probably not. Can you... No, you can't talk to a dead bird.
Birds don't talk.
Well, don't talk to me, but you're a bird and you're talking.
Not a real bird.
True.
Didn't have to agree quite so quickly, but thank you.
I mean, you're metal, so it's kinda...
And shiny.
And shiny.
Very.
Shiny and chrome.
Witnessed.
Do you need polished or something? Or do you just preen yourself somehow?
I'm magic. I don't need to be cleaned. But thank you.
I think I need a nap.
Your watch has finished.
Yeah, hopefully whoever's out there doesn't try shooting us.
Caldy's hard to spot in the dark.
Yeah, he's hard to spot in the daylight too.
Right.
But if you need to hide under my helmet, Caldy, go ahead. I mean, it'll at least cover you down to your biceps.
But as nighttime falls, what would folks like to do?
Well, we can't go tracking these guys, or this guy, without Okatai. Man, Okatai's in bad shape.
I know I would like to spend XP.
Yep. You can spend XP. Rising needs to sleep during the night, so you can spend XP at that point. No problem.
Okay, I want to spend 10 XP to increase my melee to 2.
Okay.
Do you know what ingredient we would need to make a long walk potion?
Huh?
Do you have any idea what ingredient we would need to do a long walk potion?
A what potion? Long walk?
Long walk. Yeah.
All right.
It takes the sleepy from someone. Might help me.
Oh, I don't know. Is there a role for that, Chris?
That would be let's call it healing roll with the bonus from your alchemist talent.
To increase the magic, it's 5 times the
3 times.
level. 3 times?
Sorry, it is triple the normal cost.
Oh, okay. So if 2 would be 6, so triple that would be 18. Correct?
Uh,
To move to Path of Signs to level 2 would be 18.
Without an instructor, yes.
Okay. In that case, I am going to. I don't have 18, but I'm going to move Path of Lies up to level 3. That, I believe, is 9.
Yes, that is 9. Okay. So Ryzen, the long walk potion. Definitely something that you can make. All you need are some herbs and some ground up ghoul bones. Ghoul bones.
I don't think we have any of those.
I'll keep an eye out for that for the next time someone of us are unable to sleep. My other option is to make sleep poison and make a tea out of it. To force me to sleep.
I could just choke you unconscious.
I'm already down.
I mean, technically, Trustius could try to create a ghoul. It is an undead.
And we have a half-dead guy already. Well, that defeat the whole point.
Desi is sleeping, Ryzen is sleeping, Caldy's keeping watch. What is Trustius doing? Okatai is just kind of sitting by the fire, contemplating his choices.
I feel bad for you, Okatai, but I have spent so many sessions in the same position you're in.
No, don't worry.
Yeah. Every time Okatai closes his eyes, you can hear like the screams of like Wolfkin children dying.
Yeah, I got one empathy. I'm going to sleep.
Okay. All right.
Feel bad for you, buddy, but I've been to hell. You didn't go to hell. You're all right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll get better.
Everybody's like, night, Okatai.
Yeah, good night, y'all.
Knock it off.
All right. Caldy, you can give me a scouting roll. All right.
I'm concerned about my dice rolls today.
The night passes uneventfully. Trustius and Desi and Ryzen can hit your rest buttons. Anybody who wanted to could spend XP. Okatai takes a point of damage to Wits, which will knock him unconscious.
Perfect. Don't wake him up.
Check out what Path of Lies does at level 3.
Oh. That's
So
good.
right now I'm broken in everything but empathy. So can I even try to drag myself up on my horse?
No.
Yeah, that's what
How
I thought.
long does it take for you to recover here?
Well, that's the thing is because, like, right now he's unconscious. So he's going to spend the quarter day sleeping. When that quarter day passes, he will remove his sleepy condition, but he still hasn't actually healed anything. But then he's awake and he can't sleep.
Oh no.
So until he has time to run out the clock on his sleepless condition, or you guys use magic to keep him on his feet, Okatai is pretty fucked.
Yeah.
Well,
So
how
we
long
either-
until it runs out?
One more day.
Let's just spend a day here by the fire.
Yeah, that's all we can do is just we have to wait. That's why we ended up. Remember, we built that boat and it took us 4 sessions.
Yep. That's the kind of situation we're in.
But yes. So is the one day counting, like, did you take off a day today?
Yep, I took off a day today.
Okay, perfect.
So I still have 1 full day of sleeplessness.
And on the other hand, the alternative would have been instant death. So
Yeah. I'm kind of happy. I'm just, I'm just heartbroken right now.
yeah, a couple of days rest is piece of cake. Since actually you did make resurrection talisman, so somebody could have brought you back. But
I was gonna
Yeah,
say
there-
it would have been faster.
I'll still be sleepless, and I'll have 1 less empathy.
This is this is one of the issues with D&D. At a certain point, if somebody has exhaustion, it is easier to kill them and revive them than it is to take the multiple long rests necessary to recover from your exhaustion.
That's fucked up. That is absolutely fucked up.
If I'm playing a priest to death, I'll consider it. Otherwise, I won't.
All right. So morning comes, everybody can roll for their food and water.
I'm deciding what I'm going to spend XP on.
Chris, I picked up Bower 3.
Okay.
I have XP, but I need to rest to spend XP.
I would like to spend XP, but I spent too much time coughing to.
We're spending a day here, so you have lots of time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Deciding like, okay, we need to take a breather so Okatai can get back on his feet. That does give you guys the morning to do whatever it is you would like to do.
Okatai, do we have any interesting wood?
We do. We got some calcified wood, carbonized wood, that is very strong, that has been burned so high temperature that it's stronger. Don't know exactly what we could do with that, but we have that. And we have some wood from the demon bark wood that we don't know if it's going to have special property. That's the 2 wood we got.
Do we have any leather?
We have dragon scale, but no leather. Unless I have some on my horse, but I don't think so. Because we didn't tan the lizard, the fire lizard man. No leather, just dragon scales.
Well, I guess I'll go hunting. I'm gonna start making a bow. It's gonna take a while, but
Might as well start.
might as well get it started. Yeah.
So Trestus is going to go hunting. Okatai is sleeping. Desi, what would you like to do?
I'm going to practice fighting with my shield.
Okay.
Because I would like to pick up my last rank in shield fighter.
All right. What would Coldy and Ryzen like to do?
Collie said BRB.
Okay.
I was thinking actually maybe just going hunting or foraging too, unless there's something pressing at camp that needs to get done.
No. Foraging would allow you to start to collect some herbs that you can use for potions.
Yeah, I'll do that since someone asked me about potions and basically this version of 5-hour energy, I guess.
Yeah. Good old vitamin B12. Right. So that'll leave Caldy to keep watch then. So I'm going to need survival rolls from Ryzen and Trustius. You guys do have +1 because it is the summer.
Apparently, Trustius is irritated that Okatai can't go hunting for him.
Okay. All right. So Ryzen, you do find 1 unit of herbs. And just so you know, you don't need... Basically, each of the potions takes essentially 1 herb and then 1 rarer ingredient. So it's not like you need 27 herbs to make something.
All right. Should I go looking for rare ingredients?
We assumed you were keeping watch at the camp.
Oh, I thought it was... Okay, that works. That's perfect.
Trustius has gone hunting. Successfully gone hunting. So I don't need mishap tables. I need actual tables. You find a mouse, or you can roll again.
Does a mouse have a quarter leather on it?
It has pelt 0.
I don't want to roll again. Guess I have to.
You try to hunt the mouse.
But it's got no pelt, so I just need a quarter leather.
In that case, you find a boar.
I'll shoot that.
So make a basically an attack roll with your weapon at -1. Right. Success. That means you bring down the boar. It does not attack you. Boars will attack if you fail that roll. So that'll bring you 4 meat and 2 pelt.
Perfect. We'll trade that back.
We go into the afternoon. Okatai is awake. He can remove his sleepy condition. Still all kinds of fucked up.
All kinds of fucked up.
But there's some meat that can be cooked. There's pelts that can be tanned. Desi, you have practiced your thing. You can spend your XP when you rest. What would folks like to do for the afternoon?
And some pills.
Okay.
I'll go hunting for rare stuff.
Okay.
If there's stuff to cook, I'll cook it.
Okay. I guess that leaves Desi to watch the camp.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that'll go well.
Desi's like, guys?
Do y'all fuck off again? Hell. Yeah, that'll go well.
Where are you tanning these hides? Not at the camp?
I mean, he'd be close to the camp, I imagine.
Tanning hides stinks. I don't want it near me.
All right. So That Ryza can turn a D6 of the meat into food. Trusses can turn a D6 of the pelts into hides, and I need a survival roll at even from Caldy. And scouting roll from Desi.
Oh, sorry, you said Calder earlier.
Oh, sorry, survival roll from Caldy.
Oh, hey, I made it this time. Good job, dice.
All right. So the afternoon passes uneventfully. Caldy, what are you looking for in particular? Anything?
Whatever was we needed for the potions.
Which potion are you looking for the parts to?
Well, whichever one you were talking about when you said you needed a certain herbs and a rare item. That's what I'm looking for. The rare item for that potion. I was kind of in the bathroom when the beginning of that conversation.
For the long walk potion?
I guess so. Is that what you guys were working on?
Is that the ghoul bit one?
Yeah, that's the ghoul bit.
That's the ghoul bit one.
What's the sleepy one?
So which one?
The one that makes you go to sleep.
That would be that's a poison, not a potion.
Technically, so is ale. So
Yeah. And that one only requires herbs. And basically, it just does wits damage. Wits damage until you fall unconscious.
But that could give you the terror, though, right?
Yeah, I suppose it would, because he doesn't currently have the sleepy condition. So yes, you could poison Okatai to knock him unconscious.
Which could give him a trauma, which could make him so he can't sleep for another week.
Uh-huh.
Just grab some herbs, I guess.
So, Caldy, are you trying to find ghoul's bones that can be ground up by yourself?
Yeah, probably not.
I mean, you look for ghouls, and then you kind of go like, wait, what am I going to do if I find one?
No, I don't want the ghouls. I want dead ghouls.
Well, that's the thing. Dead ghouls are just corpses. They kind of have to be ambulatory to be classified as ghouls. Then you can re-kill them and grind their bones up.
Yeah, I'm actually going to look for them. If I find them, I'm just going to get the crew.
Right. Well, you spend the day, and you're pretty confident that there are no ghouls in these woods.
Well, damn. I gave an effort, guys.
But since you did get a success on your survival roll, you do find a distance from the camp, probably like 2 or 3 miles from the camp, as you're like scouting about, going like, here, ghoulie, ghoulie, ghoulie. You find the remnants of a camp, fairly recent. Not so recent that the fire is warm, but fairly recent. And probably about a dozen sets of boot prints.
I kind of want to follow that. Can I track that?
It's a survival roll,
Not scouting?
not scouting.
No, I guess I can't track it.
So yeah, they head off. They do head off to the northeast. But the jungle or the forest gets thick enough that you have great deal of difficulty following them any further.
All right. Well, I'll go back to the camp and I'll tell them what I found and where I lost track of them.
So by the time you get back, food is cooked, leather is tanned. Desi, nothing comes to the camp during your watch. And it is evening. But Caldy, you can definitely tell people what you found.
Or not.
You lose Caldy again?
I don't know.
No, it was sorry. I'm having headphone problems. I'll tell them what I found. It was like a dozen people, tracks. At least a dozen of them went off in what was the direction? You said northeast or something like that.
Northeast from northeast.
Yeah, but I lost the trail. If there's a better tracker, I can take you to the tracks. I don't know who they were or what they were. Did I see mounts too?
No.
Yeah, once Oka ties up, we'll see what we can see.
So evening, folks can do whatever they would like to do.
I'm gonna sleep, and so we get back on the regular schedule.
Okay.
Who wants to keep watch?
I can keep doing it. It's evening, right? Or is it night?
It's
No,
evening.
if it was night, Caldy be watching. Yeah, I can do it. Yeah, it's fine.
I guess Trestius will take some of that calcified wood.
Okay.
And start making a longbow, which will take 8 days. But you don't need a forge, you just need a knife. So
That's handy.
you have 2 wood and a quarter leather.
I need to find my stats for the carbonized wood.
Takes 4 times as long, and modifier roll is -4. So that could be 8 days of nothing.
Yep. Alright, perfect. So gets to work. Caldy's keeping watch. What is Resin doing during the evening?
I think I want to sleep because I think I took some damage.
Alright.
Yep.
Okay. So that is a crafting roll from Trestius.
You want to do it now, or do you want to do it at the end?
Why don't we do it now so we don't forget?
Well, at least he'd ruin the stuff at the beginning. It's worthwhile. Crafting, it's a -4 too, right?
Yep.
Come on. Yeah. Go on.
Oh, slice your finger on the knife.
Probably ruin the wood too. Well, I don't know if it does or not.
No, it doesn't ruin it. It's just, I mean, we're doing the roll now so we don't forget. But you'll be futzing with this for days before you just go like, fuck it. Alright. Scouting roll from Desi.
Come on, little dice. Good
Wow.
job. Apparently, I just need to talk them up and encourage them. seems to work better than reminding them that they're cursed.
Which you just did.
I didn't. I didn't say they were. I'm just talking about technique.
Evening passes quietly and uneventfully.
Oh, no more arrows. That's nice. I like an evening without arrows.
Ryzen and Kaldi can hit their rest buttons.
I could use that after that.
And nighttime rolls around.
Sleep.
Okay. I assume Kaldi is on watch.
I would imagine.
Kaldi can give me a scouting roll.
Since I'm broken, I'm just musing on my multiple failure.
Okay, it's just like all sullen and withdrawn.
I'll
Poor
sleep.
guy.
I will happily sleep.
Drinking chicken soup.
Right.
With my boar.
Telling all your woes to your horse.
Yep. Just talking with the horse and the birds and the boar. Just
Morning comes. You guys get up. It is a cold, rainy day.
Oh, I don't want to get out of the tent. It looks wet.
Okatai takes a point of damage to wits and falls unconscious.
I am currently broken in most things.
Yeah. But your inability to sleep goes away. So once you get this, basically by evening, you will be back to yourself.
I need to sleep 2 quarter days, so
You
if I
need
understand well.
you need 1 quarter day to get rid of the sleepy, and then you need the second quarter day to recover your attributes.
Yeah, that's
But
fair.
but that second quarter day is actual sleep and allows you to spend XP.
Oh god, yes.
But yeah, it is a cold, wet, miserable morning. Even for summer, it's just one of those days. Everybody can roll for your food and water. You do have some food that Ryzen cooked that people could eat instead of rolling.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm maxed on both, so
Yeah,
I'll roll, and if I fail, I'll put that in my stock.
I'm gonna eat the food I cook.
Okay. Good old, like some boar sausage, some boar chops. Boar makes excellent
there-
bacon.
Is there leftover boar?
There is.
I will have boar.
And the downpour is
Sadly- There we go.
and the downpour is enough that somebody could make a survival roll to try to capture some of the water if people need to fill up on water.
I only have a D10. I don't know what everyone else is for water.
I'm good with water.
yeah, I'm full on both.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, we did capture some rain a few days ago, so
I have. Yes, I know, but mine's gone down since then. I will try
as
the
it
scouting.
does.
As it does, yeah, eventually. Or sorry, so I will try the survival roll to get more water.
Okay.
No.
But the morning is basically spent pretty much just kind of huddling in the tents. Unless somebody does want to go out into the downpour.
Not really.
Just I did pick up Path of the Arrow 3, Chris,
Okay.
and I'll work on my bow. That's not gonna work.
I'm gonna when I wake up, I'll have picked up. I've been trained in Fearless by the elf and the orc.
Yep.
So I wanted to pick the first level of that.
Okay. But yes, finally, after many days, Okutai, Okutai, you don't even have to wake up if you want. You can just like sleep through the both quarter days. But this is the longest Okutai has gone without kind of stumbling to his senses, and you guys think that perhaps he's finally found peace with whatever it was that was affecting him.
I'm planning to sleep through both quarter days in a row.
Yep. All right. Afternoon. Would anybody like to do anything?
No, I think we're just waiting for Okutai, right?
Okay. All right, and by the time evening falls, Okutai, you wake up. You are rested. You have not felt so good in days.
You know, when you go for a nap and you wake up and it's not the same year and you confused and like all of your air is going in different directions. Like I imagine Okutai waking up like with the most impressive bedhead ever.
That was my Tuesday. I didn't wake up until almost 4 in the afternoon.
Yeah, you go take a 20-minute nap, and then it's 1975. You're in July, and it's the war over.
It was from the night before. I went to bed that night. Yeah, yeah. My body needs rest, apparently.
And coffee.
Well, I did once I finally got up. Yeah.
So evening has arisen. Okutai is back amongst the living. And if you guys want, we can basically just kind of speed through to the morning when you guys can head out, unless there's anything people want to do.
As the rain stopped?
The rain has stopped. The rain stopped in like the late afternoon.
Okay. I think I got it. I think I'm alright.
Welcome back to the land of the living.
Oh, God. Okay, I'm good. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry
We'll
about
wait
that.
till morning before we head out.
Is the sun already down?
It's on its way.
Oh.
Although, if you wanted to, because it is still light in the evening, you could take a look at those tracks that Cully found if you wanted to. It'll be a little bit harder because it's rained, but...
Yeah. Well, if we were gonna check, I could check for that. Those are the tracks that came at the same time you had that bird thing shot near you? Are those related? Am I just confused?
We don't know if they're related or not. But you might be able to find something out.
Let's track it.
So that'll be a survival roll. -1 because of the recent rainfall. Oh no! Okutai's mojo is gone. 0 successes and 3 banes.
Can I,
Yikes!
instead of pushing, can I try to activate my racial to try to track it through spell instead?
Yes, absolutely you can.
I'll spend 1 willpower to do that, because I'm not pushing that. So I try to track old-fashioned way, and when it doesn't work, I go back to the feral instinct of just humming the air and tracking troops.
Okutai, you look around. You don't see the tracks, but it has rained. But so you kind of get down to the ground, take a good smell, and that's orc.
It wasn't a work here.
And then you're like, kind of concentrate for a second. I mean, it's been a while since you've used your hunting instincts, but to kind of get back in touch with your wolfkin nature, you kind of like sniff the air. And there's like numerous orc scents. Like it's a decent sized group, probably a dozen or so, which matches up with what Caldy said. But you can also smell basically the smell of the oil that they use for their weapons, which is not normally an orcish thing. I mean, orcs, generally speaking, are like much more savage than organized. They don't really necessarily take good care of their weapons, but that's the smell of like weapon oil and the smell of like metal and leather, enough to give you the sense that these orcs are more organized than your traditional orcish band would be.
Mm. It was an orc. There was more than one, like a group, and pretty sure they had like weapons and armor, like more of a band than just a war party. Like they were organized.
Orcs are dangerous when they're not organized.
It's not the first time we've seen organized orcs.
Yeah, but they had like weapon oils with them, and they were taking care of the weapon, the armor. They were disciplines.
She'll tap on her shield that she got from the orc captain after she killed him.
Yeah.
Are they organized?
I think we should follow up on that. Try to see what they're up to. See if we're followed by some people from the Red City.
And they seem to be going in the same direction that we're planning on going.
Yeah. I don't know if they're rivals or allies, but we should keep track of that.
And that they'd like to kill a dragon. And
if they want to beat it half to death and then we'll finish it off, I'm okay with that. I don't mind cleaning up after. It's fine.
If they and the dragon want to kill each other and then we just clean up the remnants, I'm fine with that too.
I mean, and there's nothing wrong with having a spare shield. If they've got one, I plan to take it. So.
Yeah, well, there you go. I have. I'm not sure how much I'm going to be able to do against a dragon anyway.
you could light its blood on fire.
Yeah, but so could you.
Yeah, but he could do something else while you can light something's blood on fire?
Yep.
Since when?
Oh, Justice showed me.
That doesn't sound like a good idea.
He showed him how to protect himself against fire. To fight fire, you need to know fire, I guess.
Huh.
I can actually protect people from magic too.
Okay, that'd
And
be
control emotions.
I can make emotions.
And technically stirring emotions that are latently there, but yes.
So if I create an emotion from nothing, you can make it worse? We really
could
need
make
someone
you angry or happy if he chose.
I'll take notice.
I can scare the hell out of people.
By telling them that you can light their blood on fire?
I'm going to post some of in the chat. In the Foundry chat, I'm going to post some of my symbolism spells because you guys don't have those, right?
No, I don't.
Well, sense magic everybody has.
So I assume you guys are just waiting until morning?
Yeah, let's not mess up our
It seems
schedule.
that way.
Perfect. All right. The next morning.
I had also trained for Path of the Forest, and I have enough XP because I haven't been spending it.
Okay.
So if you're okay with it, I would spend the 3 XP for Path of the Forest.
Yep. Everybody can roll for their food and water. Everybody can hit their rest button, and for the first time in it seems like forever, the party is fully functional.
That last one, paralyzed, might come in handy in fights.
Last time you tried to cast that, you used it on yourself.
I know, it was great.
The best way to go to sleep.
The problem is all those only work on people, right? They don't work on monsters. Well, most magic only works on people.
Yeah.
Orcs are people.
They are. And so are most animals. But, or I should say it only works on or it doesn't work on monsters. It works on animals and people.
So monsters can pretty much only be dealt with in the good old-fashioned way of weapon.
Pretty much.
Or lighting their blood on fire. That works on monsters.
All right. So morning comes. The sky is clear. There's a nice breeze, a little bit on the warm side, but not terrible. It is an excellent day for travel. And for the first time in ages, the party has their sleep schedule organized, and everybody is fully functional.
Want me to lead the way?
Oh, so we're heading out today, right?
All right.
Yes, we're heading out today, yeah?
Yep, we are.
Good, because that bush is creeping me out.
I don't want to contradict it, so I won't go closer. I don't know what I have to do, but I understand that I need to do something to fix everything. Not everything, just fix that. But
Yeah, I don't know what
I'll think clearer when I'm not here anymore, I think.
I'm not going
I can lead
anywhere
us
near a
up.
bush that can judge me.
You ate flowers that could judge you.
Not a bush, a flower.
I was looking for intent, not for past sin.
I don't think it judges that harshly. I mean, I felt fine.
It killed Okatai. Almost.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I'm gonna guess that it's got a really warped sense of something.
It has its priority.
I've likely eaten its cousin. I'll stay away from it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you probably have.
So I will get somebody to give me a lead the way and somebody to give me a scouting. I'll assume that you're conversing as you travel.
I'll do the scouting.
I'll lead the way.
There's an extra dice for ambushes. This might come in with orcs around.
Yep.
I roll that die?
May as well. All right. So you guys travel to the northeast. Okata, you can tell this is definitely the direction that the orcs came. But from here, they continue to the northeast, and you guys know that the Dragon's Den is to your northwest. And you can basically, to your northwest is mountains. The other side of the mountains is the bay that you guys sailed across. So up in those mountains to your northwest is where the dragon lives. The orcs did not go to the Dragon's Den. They continued northeast.
Shame.
Do we want to know what they are about, or are we going straight to the Dragon's Den? Because they're going toward the Dwarven Refuge.
What are you thinking of? They may be going after the dwarves?
I just don't know what else there is in that direction. But this is a zone we haven't explored.
There's a lot of this island we haven't explored yet. If our task is the dragon, we should go deal with the dragon.
Dealing with a
Okay.
dragon doesn't do us any good without the dwarves.
Yeah,
That's
because
why
we
I'm
need
giving-
them to forge the whatever, right?
We need them to teach us how to do the thing and give us access to the forge.
I thought all we needed was the hammer, and then it was just gumption and
Oh,
Go.
for the dragon, yeah. The dragon is we're going in with a hammer. That's the plan. But we'll probably
thought
need to
right now the
elaborate on
dragon-
that.
I thought the dragon was the priority.
Let's go for the dragon then.
The dragon is a priority because it's going to give us material to make a weapon that might be able to kill God.
Right, and I thought
But-
that's what the priority is.
Yeah,
It
but
is, but the dwarves are showing us how to use the anvil with the dragon bones and the star metal.
the dwarf have the forge that will allow us to make the weapon.
If there's no dwarves, then the dragon bones are less useful.
So this dragon hammer wasn't also part of the kill Jakuz thing, per se, directly?
Well, it's kill the dragon so we can make the weapon that kills Jakuz. But yeah, it's not specifically. Well, we might be able to hit Jakuz with it. It's probably going to work pretty well.
Okay, Ryzen visibly shrugs in confusion. Okay, whatever.
The question is, do we want to check on the orcs, or do we trust the dwarf to be able to defend them?
They have powerful magic. And they're so far ahead, we'd never touch them.
Yeah, probably. They're like half a day ahead of us, Chris.
Yeah, they're at least half a day ahead of you.
Yeah, I doubt we would catch them.
We'd
You're right.
never catch them. Yeah.
Unless they have someone unable to sleep that paralyzed them in place for a few days.
Let's see odds of that ever happened to anybody.
Yeah, it never did. Yeah, so we're going to the den.
Let's go hunt a dragon.
All right. So I will need another lead the way roll and another scouting roll as you guys spend the afternoon moving up into the mountains.
Sixth Sense is still in effect.
Yep. Right. So you guys start making your way up into the mountains. Cully, since you're keeping an eye open, you notice two things that kind of draw your attention. One is the relatively shattered remnants of what looks like a dwarven structure higher up in the mountains. pushing on, you guys can definitely be there by evening. You know that the dwarves were driven out of their home by the dragon, so odds are that's probably where the dragon resides. The other thing that you notice is kind of like as you're making your way up into the mountains, you kind of take a look below you, sort of thing. You know, keep an eye out just in case. And in this hex right here, amongst the forest, as you kind of like go up the mountains and above the canopy, you can see in that forested area a little area, a clearing with a number of tents set up. And since you got like so many successes in your scouting roll, that is definitely an orcish encampment, but the tents are set up in a very organized fashion. And all of the tents are the same. They're not the kind of like pulled together, you know, mishmash of tents that you would expect a typical orcish horde to have. These are like the same tents set up exactly the same way, lined up in neat rows. Very organized and very regimented.
That's not
All right. Well, got to show the tactical people that.
Chris,
Yes.
when the orcs came to our village,
Yes.
were they organized similar to this as well?
No, they were like semi-organized, but once it was like it's go time, it was like a rampaging horde.
Except for me and Captain Buddy on the bridge.
Right.
But, okay. Huh.
This is actually when Caldy points it out to Desi, this is an army with
Nice.
discipline.
Wow. I'm actually kind of impressed.
depending who they're after.
I mean, I wonder how many of them. I wonder how many had to be killed before they actually fell into line. Because shit.
Must be afraid of some. Their general must be impressive for them to be that afraid to stay in line.
That's gonna be a fun fight.
And nobody has a spyglass, do they?
Didn't
I might.
wait? Didn't I think you
Colby
made?
could.
Didn't you wait before making one? Didn't you give me a spyglass for something at some point? Yeah, I have a spyglass on my horse.
There you go. I thought Caldy had pulled one out of his bag at some point.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
asked him.
I
I
have
asked
10
him for a
willpower. I can
spyglass
pull
or
anything out of my
something.
bag.
I asked him for a spyglass at one point, and he said, "Just throw it away when you're done." I'm like, no, it's a spyglass. Still have it.
Perfect. So with the spyglass, as you guys look kind of down upon this encampment, there's probably about a dozen or so orcs there. What draws your attention though is they are wearing plate mail. All of them. They are like practicing. They are like doing like little skirmishes, and there is one that is kind of a fairly large orc, probably close to 7 feet tall, probably pretty close to about 4 feet across the shoulder, who seems to be the drill instructor, for lack of a better term. He's the one kind of like keeping an eye on the troops and drilling them. He's got like a massive two-handed sword on his back, but these are 100% an organized military unit. And assuming you pass the spyglass around to Desi, they 1,000% know what they're doing.
Did they
Yeah,
have
Desi's
any?
gonna stand there with it for a bit, just kind of watching, scanning over them, following the big guy who seems to be in charge, just kind of following him around, completely ignoring everybody in our party, just kind of watching what's going on down there.
And
Do
actually,
you have any symbols of affiliation, flags, or anything of that sort?
Let me see.
somebody can give me a scouting roll with +2 dice for the spyglass.
I should do that, right?
I mean, yours is probably better than mine. She'll hand over the.
You say +2
spyglass.
dice?
Yeah, +2 gear dice. Yes, there is a flag flying from one of the tents, kind of flopping in the wind, and it is a stylized blue flame.
You look like you're paying attention to something. What you see?
It's this flag there is the stylized blue flame. That makes that letter look a little bit more impressive now, doesn't it? And that arrow must have been from the orcs.
I mean, that
Trying to
makes
prevent
sense.
the
But
sister from being warned.
Oh shit.
maybe we should talk to him.
Wasn't the crow people called the sister or something?
They are called
Yeah,
the
but they didn't
Raven
have any
Sisters.
brothers.
No, but the people of the blue flame might consider themselves the brother. The brother might be a god. What was the message again?
It was a warning from Night Brother.
Dear sister, the
To-
blue flame has awakened. Beware its wrath.
Yeah, that one. Brother Night.
All right, Brother Knight. Yeah.
Oh.
So, weirdly, might not have been about the bush at all.
I mean, the bush might have inspired them to start an army and be disciplines.
Maybe.
They wouldn't have gotten there to the place that they're at now if that bush just awoken. They must have been awake for a while.
Yeah. We could just go talk to him.
Yeah, we could. I just don't feel
Me and
comfortable
Caldy could go.
if the bush don't like me. I don't think those guys gonna.
That's why it may be me and Caldy. Because the bush liked me fine, and Caldy can talk into and out of whatever.
Yeah.
And then, if shit goes sideways, you guys can rain arrows down on them and I'll kill everything in sight.
Yeah.
There's an army there, Dizzy,
Uh-huh.
in plate mail. They would cut you down like nothing.
Hey!
Do you remember
Like
the beer
nothing.
bandits? These look
Oh,
scarier
fuck
than beer
you.
bandits.
Do you remember the orc captain? Beer bandits were shooting arrows at me. They are probably not going to be shooting arrows at me, and I'm fine in hand to hand.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Yeah. There was a lot of orcs attacking the village, too.
Yes,
Well,
you
they can
killed
be
one
A
of them.
lot less organized than these guys.
I killed more than one of them.
I mean, they're.
He was
they're in
just the
same-
only one worth taking his shield from.
You have a problem with orcs, so
No, they're just really good fighters. They make me feel like I'm earning something.
I know something else that's very good at fighting. Dragons.
I don't remember the sisterhood. Were they on our side?
Whoa,
What?
Mike is with
Huh?
the shit.
Try that again? What?
I don't remember these sisters. The sisters. They were the nurses, weren't they? The medics?
You suddenly became a lot harder to understand.
Yeah, I don't know what you did to your mic, Trevor, but...
But yes,
That's better.
no, that's not better.
No.
But the healer at your village is a sister, the Raven Sisters. And kind of dwelling on this, you realize that the terms sister and brother in the note are probably titles as opposed to relationships.
Yeah.
Justin?
No.
Nope. But Regardless, making a decision between going to talk to the orcs or going up to the dragon den is a decision you guys can make for next week.
Ouch.
Sounds good. Hopefully my
There
you
mic
are.
is better there.
There you are. You're back.
Oh, I was saying I don't remember these Raven Sisters. Were they the medic people? Was that the?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're like a religious order.
And if they're warning someone about the blue flame, I'm not sure I want to trust them. But you can definitely go speak with them if you feel comfortable, but I don't.
Let's think about it for a week.
Yeah. All right. So XP. Did you participate in the game session? Yes. Travel through at least one hex? Yes. You guys traveled through like 3.
Weird.
It's weird. It's either like 3 or 4 or 0. Discover a new adventure site. Yes, the Dragon's Den is here. Defeat one or more monsters. No. Find treasure. No. Build a function. No. Activate pride. No. Suffer for your dark secret. Okatai did.
Boy, howdy.
It almost killed me.
Oh no, it did kill you.
Oh yeah. You're right. Actually, you're right.
Goldie just brought you back, that's all.
Yeah.
And
And that's gonna have consequence on my head.
risk your life. I don't think so. Like if
I mean, Dizzy came into the fire that just killed me, not knowing if it would kill her.
By mistake.
by mistake.
By mistake.
I wasn't trying to save him by mistake.
You went into the clearing by mistake.
Well, kinda. Yeah, I suppose.
Perform an extraordinary action.
Okatai died. I can't think of any big ones.
I don't think so. So that sounds like 3 XP and then 4 for Okatai. And we'll see everybody next week, as you guys have to get to choose between Orc Army or Dragon.
Yep.
All right. I'll try to come up with a new pride before then. That's related to the blue flame thing.
Perfect.
Hopefully I will not be coughing my lungs out next week.
Yeah. I am impressed with how quickly you guys deciphered the thing.
That was a lot of Google help.
I didn't look at it long enough to really start thinking about it.
No, I just looked up a crypto decoder.
Yeah.
And it gave me 20 different things that it possibly could have been, and only one of them was in English. So
Nice.
There you go. The things that we didn't have back in the day when our game masters would give us like things and would be like, oh, what the hell?
I mean, it would have taken us longer, but we would have gotten
we would have got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
just not quite as quick.
Knowing this group, you guys would have had it, and I don't think it would have taken you much longer than it took Trevor with the computer program.
It probably would have taken us 15
It
minutes.
was. It was probably 20 minutes. Yeah. Because then you have to. You got to figure out what one word is, and then you can go from there.
Yeah.
Well, the was clear, right?
I mean, the was going to be one of 2, was it 2 3-letter words?
Yeah, that's just it. There's only a couple
Yeah.
of 3-letter words,
Sorry.
and
3 3-letter words. It was either going to be the, has, or its. So we would have figured out one of those was the.
yeah,
Yeah. From doing these kind of things in puzzle books, I try to look for the 3-letter words or something that is either the word that or maybe else or something like that.
yeah. There's a couple of key words, and then you kind of go by like basically how often letters appear, because you know, like if you see something that there's a lot of, it's probably an E. But if you've managed to decode the, then you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then you're into Wheel of Fortune, right?
Yeah, and it's just
Then you're into T's or S.
But I do like the fact that in the encounter it actually says, if the players have problems, let them make a lore roll. I'm like,
Not
Okay.
a problem.
Chris is like, fuck him.
yeah. All right, so we will see everybody. We'll see everybody next week.
All right. Thanks, Chris. We'll see you next time.
everybody.
Perfect.
Cheers.
Have a good night,
Night,
guys.
guys.
Sleep well, Tony.